Hello, welcome to Eunice Moments. Eunice Moments is a brand that focuses on bringing you practicable and accurate health tips to help you live a healthier life. I am Undudim Eunice, a health advocate and enthusiast, a blogger, YouTuber, content developer, and health researcher. This is the third edition of Sustain, and in this edition, we'll be focusing on life expectancy in Africa. With the increase in the number of suicides and deaths, there's no better time to talk about life expectancy than now. Join me as I'll be discussing low life expectancy in Africa with Ijoma Ukandu, a well-being coach and trainer, and Innocent David, a medical and public health research writer. Before we start the discussion, if you're yet to hit the subscribe button, please kindly hit the red subscribe button below and turn on the bell notification icon. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video.
Okay, welcome everyone. I've always been saying that I will not be going live alone. This is not because I know that I have awesome people that you will love to listen to, but rather it's because I know I have very important viewers who will be watching this program. So here's what I want you to do. Just go to the live chat session of this live broadcast and comment your name and where you're watching from. And in no time, I will be acknowledging you. But before then, let's see an overview of what we'll be discussing today.
What is life expectancy in your country? If you do not know the answer to this question, then you should stick to this video till the end. Sadly, we're going to the list of countries and their life expectancy. African countries seem to have taken a comfortable position at the end of the list, with Nigeria, Chad, Central Africa, and Lesotho ending the list. What makes this worse is that a lot of Africans do not even know about this and they don't care to know. Africans keep making the wrong choices with the mindset that small disease no dey kill African man. But how true is that? If it were so, why is life expectancy in this part of the world low? Just before we go on, what exactly is life expectancy? Life expectancy is the estimated age that is expected of a person from the time of birth. In 2019, the United Nations estimated the global life expectancy to be an average of 72.6 years, according to ourworlddata.org. Out of 56 African countries, over 50 fall below the average life expectancy estimated by the United Nations. Okay, that's it. Continuously complaining about this problem can't help. Rather, let's talk about what the causes of low life expectancy are, what the effect of low life expectancy is, and how can we increase life expectancy in Africa. By giving correct answers to this question and putting into practice the things we learn, even in our third world country, we can still live longer. Join us in this discussion as we walk you through what you need to know about life expectancy in Africa.
Okay, I have with me very important people who I'm super sure you would want to listen to. I have Mrs. Ijoma Ukandu. She's a well-being coach and trainer and speaker and a team coach and mentor. And I also have Mr. David. He's a public health and medical research writer. Okay, so I promised that I was going to acknowledge the viewers, and I'd like to be doing that now. So if there are comments, I'd like to see them so that I can acknowledge who they are and where they are watching from. Okay, I have Ben Johnson. Hello guys, I'm already excited to be here. I'm watching from Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria. Welcome, Ben Johnson. I'm happy to have you. Okay, Chidi Favor. Hi, I'm Chidi, watching from Futo Owerri, Imo State, Nigeria. This is an exciting moment for me. Okay, and it's an exciting moment for me too. Thank you, and I hope you stay till the end. Okay, Kofi Vivian. I'm Vivian from Accra, Ghana, and I'm already excited to be here with this topic. Thank you, Vivian from Ghana. I'm really happy that someone who is not in Nigeria is also watching this broadcast. It means a lot. Share this video to your fellow Ghanaians and let them tune in. This is low life expectancy in Africa. The whole of Africa is concerned. Okay, Peter Grace, love here from Onitsha, Anambra State. Welcome, Peter Grace. You're welcome. Ebenezer Israel. Ebenezer here from Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome, Ebenezer. Okay. Brenda Somisi. Wow, this is nice. I'm watching from Johannesburg, South Africa. Wow. Welcome, Brenda Somisi. That's one of your celebrity names. Welcome. I'm glad to have you. Share this video to your fellow South Africans. Let them tune in. This concerns the whole of Africa. Okay, I have Christy Daniel. Okay, another love from Christy, watching from South Africa. Oh, welcome, Christy. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. Is there any? Okay. Cyrus. Okay, the first name is quite difficult for me to mention, so I'll just go with Cyrus. Hello, guys, watching from Zimbabwe. Oh, welcome, Cyrus. Welcome. Share this video to your fellow Zimbabweans. We all need to learn why life expectancy in Africa is low and how we can improve it. So welcome, Cyrus. Okay, I've acknowledged Chidife before. Okay, without further ado, if there are more comments, I can get back to them later in the course of this video. But without further ado, let's get into this discussion. You're welcome, Mrs. Ijoma Okandu. Mrs. Ijoma Okandu, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Mr. David Chinemeram, you're welcome. You're welcome. And I believe we're going to have a nice time discussing low life expectancy in Africa. Okay, in order to tackle a problem properly, we have to start with the root cause. Why is life expectancy in Africa low? Why? Okay, after answering the why question, then we can actually also see the solution. How can we improve life expectancy in this part of the world? So, Mr. David Chinemeram, I believe you're ready for us. Okay, so I'd like you to discuss genetics is one of the cause of low life expectancy. Now, this is beyond Africa, even the whole world. Genetics is a major cause of low life expectancy. So, Mr. Innocent David, can you discuss why is genetics one of the causes of low life expectancy in Africa? Mr. Chinemerem. Okay. Okay, so while we're waiting for him, okay, Mrs. Ijoma Ukandu, while we're waiting for Mr. David, because he has a lot to tell us, probably he's having network glitch. This is Nigeria. Okay, Mrs. Ijoma Ukandu, fast food. A lot of Africans consume fast food, like a lot of Africans. In fact, we all know that taking soda drink is bad, but we are still doing it. So I'd like you to just tell us fast food, over consumption of fast food as a cause of low life expectancy in Africa. Why and how can we tackle this?
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for being with us today. I'd like to first of all describe what fast food is before I can explain that. It is just simply foods that are cooked fast. And most times we get them from the restaurants, from all those little places, little corners, little eateries out there. And sometimes we tell ourselves that they are not expensive, so we can just spend our money and quickly get something into our system. Right. They are always, most times, I wouldn't say all of them, they are most times loaded. Can you hear me, please? Eunice, I lost you a bit.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I lost it for a bit. So I was trying to say they are usually loaded with calories, sodium, and unhealthy fat that is not good for our system. And it's just so unfortunate that these are the things that we still find ourselves taking every day. But I want to clear up something, that not all fast food is bad, because these days there are labels on the food in such a way that when you look at them and find out those ingredients that are not good for you, then you step away from them. But fast food and easy food and all of those things contain a lot of unhealthy fats, a lot of saturated fats and a lot of all the sodium, a lot of carbohydrates and calories that just make us put weight. And the thing about weight, maybe we'll talk about that later, I'm sure, is the body that it puts on some of the organs in our body that causes us to have later on issues that now lead to death. I'm sure that you've said something about the low life expectancy of Africans. I want to
Yeah.
acknowledge it is improving so that we'll be
Yeah.
guided properly. It is
Yes.
actually improving between
Yes.
2019 and 2021. As of 2021, now we have it at 60.87 years for
Yeah.
Nigerians in particular. But meanwhile, 2
Yes.
years ago, we had it at about 54.49 years for Nigerians. So things are getting better, but we are still not there. Because in developed
Yeah.
countries, we have over 70 something years as their life expectancy. So we have to
Yes, ma'am.
find something that we can do about it. Disease from the fast food, because they're not helping us. And I'm happy that I've already defined it, but I'm sure we'll have more to talk about as we go on today. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Okay. Fast food, you've heard it. You've heard it. Not all fast food are actually bad. Check for the ingredients and know if they are harmful to you. And if they are, stop. Just stop. You don't need it. Yeah, you can survive with just drinking water. You don't necessarily need those carbonated drinks. Another cause of low life expectancy in Africa is the approach towards parenting. Yes, like we all know that Africans have one of the strictest kind of parents in the world. Our parents are super strict and we love them for that. We know that they love us. But the truth is probably out of ignorance, because we know they don't know. Our parents never have the intention of hurting us. So probably out of ignorance, our parents have been making mistakes or are still making mistakes that are actually reducing the lifespan of their children. The truth is a lot of African children are hurt inside because of something their parents have told them before. And they are parents, so we still just love them and we still just flow along with them. But deep down inside, whenever we think of some of the things they told us, in their strict manner, we feel super bad, and it's affecting a lot of things we do. Children who grow up in environments where they are taught to respect themselves, they're taught to respect others, they're taught to respect rules, and they're taught to stay safe. Whatever you do, try to stay safe. They grow up with this attitude, and you see it play out in everything they do. In Africa, a typical African father will naturally not put on his seatbelt while driving. But then immediately he sights a police checkpoint and he's like, oh, there's a checkpoint. He just roll the belt over and just pass and wave the policeman. All is well. And he's super funny. And then the day you are not just conscious and they catch you and you're like, hey, sorry. And you don't make it seem like, okay, now when this belt to just prevent police problem. Funny enough, but then it's actually to save our lives. That's the funny part of it. And then we grew up, like naturally we grew up and we don't have this. When we get into a vehicle, we don't feel the need to put on our seatbelt. It's just to avoid police harassment. But it's actually to save us. That's just one out of so many instances. Okay, what do we talk about? How African parents are so good at ignoring symptoms. A child complains, I have headache. And you're like, oh, don't worry, it's headache. Just take paracetamol. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Haven't you heard? If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. I was speaking to someone. She was in 100 level in school back then. Because I had observed her and I noticed that she takes painkillers every single day. I'm like, what's happening? Why do you have to take this painkiller every day? And she told me, Eunice, every day I have headache. It has been like this for the past 3 years. And I'm like, don't you think you should tell your parents you need to see the doctor? And she told me, I've told my parents, but they say it is just headache. I have eye problems, so it will go. For 3 years, she has been taking painkillers, and her case has become so severe that she has to take painkillers, not to eliminate the pain totally now, but rather to just reduce it to a minimum point where she can still go on with her daily activities. She's abusing these painkillers. Whatever the root cause of this headache is, it is still there. It has not been treated. This is 3 years. If she is still doing it, then it's over 4 or 5 years now. And she has told her parents, and because her parents ignore the symptoms, she has also just overlooked it. And this is bad. In as much as it might sound absurd to some people, probably their parents don't behave like this, but it's happening in Africa, and that's why we are discussing it today. Okay, what about the poor orientation our parents give us during puberty? Hey, okay, you know you're a girl now, you've started seeing your period. If you have sex with a man, you will get pregnant. Oh, like that's just what you're told the day you start seeing your period, and that's all. It is true that if you have sex, you can get pregnant, but there's actually more to it. And our parents don't tell us. And we grow up to realize there's more to this thing. There are ways of preventing this pregnancy, and we don't learn this from the right source. And then you see youth engaging in promiscuous activities, poor sexual activities, total misbehavior. And that's why Africa, like South Africa, is the worst hit country with the HIV epidemic in the world. This is Africa, and something has to be done about it. So are you an intending parent, or are you already a parent? You may want to adjust your approach to parenting and ensure that you give your children the right information and train them in such a way, just something little information you pass on to them can actually help them live healthier and longer life. That's the goal. Not just to live long, but to live healthy. Mrs. IJ, is there any other thing you'd like to add to this, to parenting?
I'm already enjoying all the things that you're saying about parenting. But hey, if you're just listening to me, I mean, one of the things I am very passionate about is parenting. Please, we have to really, really be cautious about how we train our children. In this day and time, whether we like it or yes, our children are growing rapidly and they are getting information from the outside world. So any parent that is not engaging the child is losing out bigly and mightily. I have a daughter that is 9 years. She will be 10 very soon. And we've already started talking about puberty. She has her book. We've discussed it. Sat down. I have in my office here, as I'm talking to you guys, I have a little chair. I call it my conversation chair. So they just come in, sit down, and we talk. We have to learn to move away from what our parents taught us in terms of open communication between children and their parents. We're not dragging authority with us. They're not dragging anything with us. But we have to create that atmosphere where our children can talk to us, and then we are able to tell them the truth. Because whether we like it or yes, they will hear that truth outside. And you might not like what they are going to hear. You might not like what they're going to hear. So you would rather pay attention. If they have questions, leave everything you're doing and answer them. And give them the whole truth. Because there are different levels of what you can share with a child that is at a certain level to know about the person's health or not. Even my daughter, she does gymnastics, so she likes to. She noticed at a particular time that she was putting on weight, and it wasn't allowing her to be flexible anymore. I didn't tell her anything. I didn't force her to go. She started on her own to cut down on some of the things she was eating, and on my own part as well. I removed everything in the house. I'm sorry, I am that kind of parent. There is no carbonated drink in my home. If you're listening to me, you can do it. I want to challenge you that you can do it. There is no carbonated drink, and I've done that for almost 8 years. My children don't take Ribena. Yes, it's even more than 8 years. They don't take Ribena. The only thing that is permitted in my house is smoothie, juice, and water that I made in my house. Okay, of course, I don't make water, but smoothie and juice, those things help the mind of the children. I don't know whether we have gotten there yet, but there are so many things that control the health of an individual. It is spirit, soul, and body. It is spirit, soul, and body. So we have to pay attention to our children, give them the right information, provide them with the right access of what is good. And please, let me speak to your friend that you said that was having headache for 3 good years. Please, if you're listening, whenever you listen to this, I had my migraine headache, just like he was having, for almost 5 or 6 years. And one day during my research, because I love research, I love reading a lot, and I encountered water, like the power of water. I don't know how else to say it to anybody listening. Water, the power of water. I decided to do something that I called water challenge. In fact, as I'm talking to you, I'm not sure if I have my little water bottle here. I don't know if you can see it. If you can see it, can you see it?
Yes.
So it is
Yes.
marked.
That.
It is marked every day, different timings. So every day I take up to 2.1 liters of water. And the moment I started doing that thing initially, when I was having the migraine headache, I want to assure you, Eunice, when the headache
Yeah.
started, I did not know. And by the way, I was
Wow.
taking ibuprofen. I was taking all
Mm.
those all time. I even took
Painkiller.
exactly. I took all the cocodamol, all of them. I took all those things. But the moment I started doing water therapy
Yeah.
for a long time, consistently, the headache disappeared. And this headache is the type that is at the back here to be drawing you. You can't lift your
Hmm.
head. You can't
Yeah.
move your head. It is always very damaging. And the thing about it is that over
Yes.
time, if you do some of these things, stress is the highest killer in the world.
Yes.
Stress is the number one
Yes.
cause of all the
Yes.
things happening to people. But the more
Yes.
you have to find out what is underlying that stress and eliminate it. And for that friend of yours, please, I speak to you. You can do without the drugs because drugs have a way of affecting our system. They will not tell us,
Yes.
will not tell us, but they have a way of fighting our body's natural way of fighting diseases,
Yes.
our white blood
Yes.
cells. Sometimes most of these drugs reduce the effect and the quality and quantity of our white blood cells that help us to fight diseases in our bodies. And it's so important that the simple things that God has given us in nature that can
Yes.
solve our problems, we don't want to pay attention to them. So from today, even if you didn't
Yes.
hear anything I've said today, start with water. Everybody can afford water, at least to a
Yes.
very
So.
high extent. Start drinking water. Oh, and you'll be
Yes.
better for it because it has helped
Yes.
me. And
Yes.
I
So
know that
start drinking water.
start drinking water. Water helps my headache, and start opening up conversations
Yes.
with the children without judging them. Let them ask
Yes.
questions. Let us
Yes.
answer them because they are growing rapidly and they are making decisions
Yes.
every single moment. Thank you, Eunice.
Yes. Yes. Very true. I like that point. Start having conversations with our children without judging them. It is very important. I know that some people who I've spoken to, you tell your mom something, you are thinking, I just spoke to like this is the confidential information. And tomorrow something happens at home and it's like, hey, your guys are those boys, this is what they're making you. They're like, oh god. But that's very, very true. Okay, Ma, you talked about stress, so we can just head on to that.
Okay,
Stress,
go ahead.
you were super right. Stress is one of the is a silent killer and it's
Yes.
doing a lot of things to people in this society, in our society today. You know,
Yes.
in Africa, we have some of the poorest currencies, too bad. And most of the things we use here are imported abroad from the United States, China, and all of these things. These countries have very high currencies, good currencies. And when we import these things, they become so expensive for us here. And the average African has to work so hard. It's sad, but then in the situation we find ourselves in, they have to work so hard to meet up with their daily needs. And this is what's on our parents because they have children they are trying to train in school.
Yes.
They have children that they have to feed, and they also have to take care of themselves. And then they have to work so hard and they begin to feel stressed out. Haven't you ever wondered why a lot of our parents suffer from high blood pressure? Like so many of our especially our mothers, a lot of our parents suffer from high blood pressure. They are working themselves out. This is just one of what stress is doing. Then another, like this particular cause of emotional stress, sometimes it actually baffles me. Social media, this social media age. Someone is happy today and snaps or makes a video and posts on Instagram, WhatsApp status, or Facebook. And you are where you are. You scroll through your timeline and you are like, hey, see this person. Oh, and then you start feeling depressed. Your parents are working so hard and they're going through a lot of financial issues and stress for you. And you are feeling depressed for what somebody else posted. And then you turn around to commit suicide. Is that not funny? Like, I just mean, like, youth in our society today have to understand that I snap a picture of myself chilling out does not mean I have a better life. And the aim is not to oppress you. Stop feeling oppressed because of what somebody's posting on social media. There's more to life. That's just one part out of that person's whole entire life. That's just probably 1 minute out of that person's entire life. You don't know what's happening with this person. So stop feeling depressed. Stop being emotionally stressed out as a result of what people are posting. There's a lot going on in Africa that's enough to stress someone out. And what somebody is posting on social media is not enough. Like, it shouldn't just be one of those things. And for those who have to work so hard to meet up with their needs, no financial issues, there's something you have to know. Sometimes I have to tell myself this. Like, I'll tell myself, hello, Eunice, you need this money. But in as much as you need this money, you need yourself. You need to stay healthy to make this money. So when you need to rest, rest. Yes. And when you need to eat, eat. This is Africa. We can't change the situation we are in, but then we can teach ourselves how to go through this life in Africa less stressed. Mrs. Ijoma, is there something you'd like to add to this?
Oh, yes. I'm happy that you talked about resting. In fact, one of the things I love to do is to sleep. I work hard and I sleep hard. I say it everywhere I go. I say it whenever I introduce myself. When people say, oh, what is your hobby? What is one thing that you like? After mentioning other things, and I'll tell them, ultimately, I love sleep. Please, if there is something again apart from, I like simple things. I like teaching very simple things that people can truly remember and start practicing one day at a time. Let me first of all say, on behalf of sleep, sleep is so good that it relaxes your body. It reduces all the tension that you have gone through the day. Just like Eunice said about our issues in Africa and all of the things going on. People are already stressed about how to make ends meet. You don't want to add to your problem. You don't want to add to the things that are even stressing your life already. The simple things you can do, which is just knowing how to close your eyes and sleep, is one of the greatest gifts God has given us, apart from water. So please, from today henceforth, do yourself good and start sleeping, because sleep helps the body. Sleep quality is very important, not just the sleep. Try to calm yourself down. Let me just do it like an example. Try to calm yourself down at some point. When you find your mind racing all about, catch yourself and tell yourself, come, calm down. And then take deep breaths. Breathe and do as if like you're pumping air into your stomach. And then release it. Do that 3 times, your body will be calm. I promise you, it works all the time. And when you do that, one day you want to sleep. Forget about your worries. The day has come with the day what it has come with. And just sleep peacefully like a baby. As much as possible, try and get maximum of 6 to 7 hours. Please, at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep a day. If you can't catch it all through the night, catch a bit of it, maybe 40 minutes in between the day. There's something called power nap. It also helps the brain. It puts you back to, especially for those working. If you can just take like 40 minutes nap in between the day, it brings your brain sharp. After working in the morning, you discover that during the afternoon, your brain starts getting dull. But if you try and take 40 minutes power nap, everything jumps back up and you're able to go. And then in the night, sleep about 6 hours. And again, there's so many things to talk about stress, and I'm going to be taking them one after the other, please, Eunice, because this topic is something that is so what is it called? Dear to my heart. It's personal. This particular stress, well-being is so personal for me. Please sleep well, drink water. There is something called fear of missing out, and I want to assure you today, if you're listening to me and you're a young adult, you are not missing out on anything in life. Do you know? You can switch off your phone from social media and you are all right and you're not missing anything. I said it. You can switch off your phone and switch it off for even 2 months, 3 months, and nothing is happening. There's nothing urgent happening. Anybody, I repeat, who wants to reach out to you will reach out to you. Don't give yourself a headache that you cannot keep up with. When there are things that are calling your attention in life, don't allow social media to stress you out the more. There is nothing going. Anybody, like just like Eunice said, people are showing you what they want to show you. And just be all right.
Yes.
And they're not showing it, like she said, they're not showing it to oppress you. If you're feeling oppressed, then that is another discussion that we're going to be having, because there might be root causes like self-esteem issues, like confidence
Yes.
that we might need to talk about. Social media,
Yes.
social media, please, as much as possible, do not depend on it. Let me give you an example again. I like to tell stories with my life. At some point, at the beginning of one of the years in my life, 2 years ago, 3 years, about 4 years ago, I can't really remember. And God said, I'm a spiritual person. I usually use God said. So for whoever that is listening, and I heard it clearly from the beginning of the year, do not do social media for this year. For almost 2 years, I was not on social media. I did not die. And I was busy doing things. Your life is
Yeah.
not dependent on what you share on the media. Neither is your
Yeah.
life dependent on what another person shares. The background of what the person is sharing, you do not know. And I was off for 2 years, nothing happened. I didn't miss out on anything. The people who wanted to reach out to me reached out to me. The people who wanted to talk to me talked to me. And one of the greatest places you can build strength, apart from the physical things I've said, drinking water and sleeping, is mental strength. So, and when
Yes.
you build mental strength, you won't be bothered about fear of missing out. Somebody's earring will not make you say, "Oh, today I need to wear this one. I'm not wearing this one." And please, if you're having suicidal thoughts, speak up. Reach out to people, talk to people. I want to also because you said something about that you can't imagine. Honestly, suicide is not something you can actually play with, because you might not really know how it's going with those people. I've had people reach out to me because, like I said, I'm a counselor. I've had people talk to me about those thoughts and how tough and difficult it can be. So it's not something we really want to, mellow down or whatever. But the truth is, you can help yourself as a human being. I repeat, nobody's life is equal to yours. Nobody's life is like yours. Even the lines on your palm, they are not the same with the one of another person. Even the lines on your palm is not the same. Even if you're twins, they can never be the same. That shows you that your life is specific. The way God has fashioned you is okay. And let me say this out clear. If you're going to be comparing yourself to somebody else's life, what you're doing, I'm sorry to come out this way, or I'm not even really sorry, is that you are insulting the creative capacity of God in your life. In fact, I repeat, when you decide to think that somebody else's life is better than yours, or whatever they are showing the world is making you feel bad, it's like you're looking at the creative capacity of God and saying, "God, you didn't create me well." And I want to tell you, you were created perfectly. Your body size is okay, your shape is okay, the way your ear, your nose, your mouth, everything is all right. Anything anybody is doing outside is the story that they are creating for themselves, and that is not for you.
Yes.
You're not missing out on anything. Your life is your life, fashioned the way it's supposed to be fashioned. These are things that will help us build mental strength. It is one of the things that are needed in this time: resilience, mental toughness, and grit. That is the things that will move us from this whole social media thing going on. Sometimes I don't even understand why I should be thinking that what somebody else is doing should be affecting me. But then we are all at different places in our lives in terms of how we process our thoughts. And may I announce to you, one of your most powerful resource is your thought process. And you have the power to decide what you think. I don't know any other thing that is more powerful than that in the world. You have the power to choose what to think. Anytime you remember that, sit yourself down and ask yourself, what is this thing I'm even thinking about? What's this emotion I'm trying to process now? How is it affecting me? And move away from that thought to the emotion that you want to feel. Because our thoughts and our feelings are the things that control our actions. But we have the power to choose the effect they have on us. If you want me to go ahead and talk about what we can do in terms of ensuring our health and well-being, I can say that now, or maybe later on as you're asking the questions, we can continue, if that's okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you. You had her. Please, if you're slipping into depression and considering suicide, speak to someone. This is not just Africa, but I think the whole of every part of the world. Please,
Yeah.
if you feel like you're slipping into depression, speak to someone. You are worth it. Your life is worth it, and nobody should make you feel less than you are. Okay, so just before we continue this discussion, I'd like to, okay, there are more comments, and I'd like to just acknowledge those people because, I told you guys, I'm going to be live with everyone today. So I have Uche Blessed. Okay, Uche, viewing from Lagos, Nigeria. You're welcome, Uche, and I'm glad to have you. Okay, I have Mercy Clifford. Hi, I'm Mercy, watching from Nigeria. You're welcome, Mercy. I hope you're having a wonderful time so far because personally I've learned so much. Okay, then I have Mohammed Abdul. Hello, I am Abdul, watching from Jos. Truly, we need positive change in Africa, and this is a right step. Okay, thank you so much, Mohammed Abdul. For truth, we need positive and better changes in Africa. And I believe that while watching this video, whatever, say, like, just down you had water, if you're sliding into depression, speak to someone. So much have been discussed already. Try the water therapy and just try to practice these things. It is beyond this discussion. It's about what you do after listening. So try to practice these things. We can live longer and better lives here in Africa, and it starts with a change of mindset. Okay, so I have Chidubem Ozioma. I am Alan, watching from Delta. Okay, you're welcome, Alan. You're welcome. I hope, how is Delta today? I have Blessing Herbert. I'm Ugochukwu Joseph for Michael Opera University. I'm really okay. Exact. I think you should be excited with the program. Thank you, Ugochukwu Joseph. Thank you so much, and I believe you're learning a lot. Okay, Chigozie Blessed. I need a Chigozie watching from Port Harcourt. Hi, Chigozie. I hope I'm here in Port Harcourt too, and I believe you're having a good time. Okay, I have Umbrazu Chibuzo. I'm Umbrazu from Port Harcourt. Hey, Umbrazu, thank you for tuning in. Okay, I'm super excited to be here. Yeah, I'm super excited that you're here too. Okay, I usually take about 6 sachets of water each day. At one time, I took 14 sachets. So I want to ask, is there an amount of water that is too much in a day? Okay, this is a question. Mrs. Ijoma, would you like to deal with this? Is there an amount of water that is too much in a day?
Somebody said, "Oh, I took 14 sachets." Oh, wow, that's a lot. You'll be urinating so much, I guess. Okay, so if you go online, if you quickly go online, you will see, if you know your weight, how much you weigh. Like for me, I had to check my weight in pounds, and then I divided my weight in pounds by 2 to determine how much ounces of water I should be taking per day. So when I did that, it came up to at most rather 2.3 liters a day. So if you just go online, drink according to your size. Just click on your body size, and then it will tell you the amount of water you should be taking per day, so that you don't drink so much. You need it to be effective. Like what I'm telling you works. I said I was having migraine. My husband can tell you. I have 2 kids as you're looking at me. My son will be 12 in few months, in few days rather, and my daughter will be 10. And I know I don't look my age, and I'll tell you the secret. I am sure you'll be wondering what's the secret.
Yeah.
So please, the headache was such that, like I was explaining the initial time, I couldn't lift my head. I would just be walking like this. And I was asking, and I kept taking painkillers until I decided to start drinking water. And I've been drinking water all my life. And for those that are just joining, let me show you again. I have my water mark. I have it. It is marked morning till night, and I drink it every day. So it's so important. You will see, it also clears your skin. There's so many things water does. It helps your metabolism. It clears up some things. You'll find that your skin is fresh. You don't need all those things that you're rubbing. You don't need it. Nigerians, Africans, we don't need those things. I use Vaseline. You know Vaseline, petroleum jelly. That's what I use on my skin. I use normal soap. All those spending of money, sometimes we don't need those things. It's actually what we take into our system that produces the result more than what we do on the surface. That goes for both the body, that goes for the spirit, that goes for the mind.
Yeah.
Very important. So to answer your question, check online how many liters of water per your size, per your weight, especially your weight, and that will determine how much water it should be taken. I have so many other things that I want to share about how we can feel good, because I'm hoping that our Auntie Eunice will ask us those questions so that I will let you know and share those
Okay.
with you.
We'll, we'll get to that. We'll get to that very, very soon. Okay. I think we'll stop with the questions and comments for now. Let's go on with the discussion. We're heading
All
to 1 hour already,
right.
and I really want to apologize for our third speaker, Innocent David. I apologize. Network has actually been super in Nigeria this evening. It has been good throughout the day because I think I've been observant to check. It has been good throughout the day. I have also been logged out of this meeting at some point. I'm
Yes.
also experiencing some level of network glitch. So I sincerely apologize for his absence. But I think we are going on quite well, in as much as I hope that he comes in soon. But without, we can go on with the discussion, I believe. Okay,
Let's go ahead. He's back on.
ma'am.
He's back on.
Okay,
Yes.
Mr. Innocent. Mr. Innocent David.
Yeah, I can hear you guys very well. Like she said, I
Oh,
really
goodness.
apologize. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
I'm
nice.
happy that you're here.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
very much. Thank you.
your face is not very clear, but the good thing is your
Yeah,
voice is clear, audible. Okay, so I asked you initially at the beginning to discuss genetics. Genetics, this is not a problem for just Africa alone. I think the whole world. Genetics, disease passed through our genes is one of the cause of low life expectancy. So you'd like to tell us more about how genetics is a cause of low life expectancy in Africa?
yeah, very, very fantastic there. That's a very great question. I've really been enjoying the session before now. Now, on the part of genetics, a lot of research has been done, over time about how several, there are some gene variants that actually that are responsible for they build this resistance against diseases, and on the course of that, now you realize that several persons now currently in Africa are not really aware about that, and there is this what we call gene manipulation. Everybody, some persons who have a particular gene variant now going up to mix up with other persons, and at the end of the day you realize that these particular combinations bring about a lot of effects. Now, one study, that was a recent study, carried out, that was a sub-Saharan study, found that majority of Africans, had this, gene combination problems. And when you see that a lot of research is not really going into that particular area because of the problems that we're facing here in Africa, you see that there happens to be significant gaps in those particular studies. So what we're saying now is that if necessary bodies can actually improve teaching even at every tiers of the university and secondary school on genetics, you see that a lot of people would make very, very better choices. You see people make a lot of very good choices that can actually enhance their longevity. I would like to discuss this. You can imagine, some time ago we're talking about people who are sickle cellers. We have people who have some type of genotype. Marrying the wrong, what do you call it, the wrong, part of it. The wrong genotype, marrying the wrong genotype, and at the end of the day, you see that it leads to a lot of complications and mortality. So if we have paucity of studies here in Africa on genetics and everything in genetics properly, now you realize that people are not really informed. People who have gene, very, very low level gene, maybe say thick class, are coming in contact with other people, and at the end of the day it affects child mortality, it affects adults, it also leads to adolescent mortality and a lot of complications alongside. So
Yeah.
it's something really I would like to talk more about.
Okay, Mr. David. I know you're a public health and medical researcher and writer, but then you also
Yeah.
please, like our audience, recombination, all of that. Yeah. So you want to like step down your language a bit to be able to suit into any kind of audience, please. Okay, so he quite explained genetics quite all right, but you know that there's just like some of us. we have parents who are diabetic, asthmatic, who have cancer or one illness or another. And these illnesses can actually be passed on through genetic. And the fact that they are your parents actually means that it is possible that while you were being formed in your mother's womb, some bad genes came along. So if you know you have parents who are diabetic, asthmatic, cancer, who have cancer or any genetic illness, you may want to speak to a medical health practitioner. No, you can actually have a gene and it will never be expressed in you, but you can pass it on to your children. And the things you do can trigger off this gene. Yes, you can have gene for diabetes later in life and never have diabetes until you do something to trigger the expression of that gene. So we want to know, okay, my parents are diabetic, asthma, cancer or whatever it is. What can I do? What measures can I put in place to prevent the expression of this gene? Is there something I can do? Speak to a medical health practitioner. I must say, is there a particular food I should avoid eating or I should eat to help myself to prevent the expression of this gene? Okay, Mr. David, are you here?
Yeah, I'm there with you.
Yeah, Mr. David. Okay, so I believe subsequently you're going to step down your language before our audience. We have different kinds of audience and we want them to understand every single thing we're saying here today. Okay, let's see. Social security. Mr. David, I believe you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, social security. Recently in Nigeria, there was an NSAS protest, and that protest made me as a Nigerian feel very unsafe. In Uganda, recently also, there was during the election where they banned Ugandans from social media for a while during their election. And as an African, such things make us feel unsafe. In South Africa, there's usually xenophobic killing. Now, this is Africa against Africa. So, how would you discuss social security as a cause of low life expectancy in Africa?
Yeah, already, just like you said, here in Africa, one study found that about 2 to 5% of families who are actually employed have access to healthcare. When we talk about social security now, we're also looking at the fact that as somebody who is not just as a not just as maybe as an adolescent who is working on the street, but as somebody who is actually registered to a family, you have very good access to healthcare, and when you look at the way things are actually going on in Africa, increased violence, lack of funds and all those. Now, you see that it deprives people from those, particular access. It deprives them from having that adequate access to healthcare. Personally, now, as a researcher or as an undergraduate now, you realize that there are many students who are on campus who don't actually access these healthcare services, and there are many people who are actually in the community, some of our mothers, many of them teenagers who are out there, they don't usually have this access to healthcare. And when some of these issues like the Myanmar, like you talked about now, this social violence comes up now, you see that it causes more harm. Looking at the fact that already we are already endangered, our health is something which we put as our topmost priority. When some of these external factors now come in, it hampers that security we should have. Because when we look at social security now, we are trying to say that yes, as an individual, your health care, which is your health promoting behavior and your health seeking behavior, is well encrypted, it is well secured. And at the end of the day, you realize that yes, the layman who is on the street, irrespective of all the violence and social vices that is going on in the country, particularly in African countries where there are lack of policies, we realize that yes, we are actually able to attain health. So for us to to help liberate, reduce these very bad statistics now, it requires that government bodies and everybody need to come together to work hand in glove to create means to stop this social, vices. Just like the NSAS that saw a lot of molestation. People were deprived of their rights. A lot of youth got, socially, so many people were really manipulated. So these are pertinent issues that threatens our life expectancy. Yeah, you can hear me, right? Yeah, you can hear me very well, right? So yeah, these are very, very crucial issues that that they pose a threat to the longevity to us now, spending that particular long time here on earth, because that is the stuff. If as an individual you don't have this access, and this social violence and all these problems keeps on endangering our lives. You see that at the end of the day the indices keeps on reducing. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, social security in Africa. We actually need to feel safer in this part of the world. A lot of things are happening, and our security, in Nigeria, this is my country. There are so many checkpoints on the road, and these checkpoints are supposed to be there to ensure that nobody's carrying any illicit thing, everything is safe. But something else happens in these checkpoints rather than what it's supposed to be for. We don't feel safe in this country. We are afraid of our military men. And once, we try not to be afraid of, we can't see the things that they are doing. During the COVID-19, during the lockdown, there were so many cases of people's rights being tampered on during the lockdown, and it is bad. This is beyond us now. This is beyond what we can do as individuals. Our government needs to step in and ensure that our military men are actually doing the things they are supposed to do. Hey, Chad, Niger, Cameroon, Nigeria, insurgency, it is too much. It is too much. In as much as you have to try to stay safe on your own, if there's anybody who can actually reach out to our government in Africa, please. We want to feel safer in Africa. We want to feel safer in our fatherland. Okay, I'll go back to reading comments. I told you guys, I am here with my viewers live, and you all will be acknowledged. Okay, I have Uche Blessed. I remember acknowledging you before. Okay, stop feeling oppressed because of what someone else. Okay, because of what someone is posting on social media. Yes, so Uche Victor, thank you for saying this out again. Stop feeling oppressed. Well, Christy Daniel, the pressure is too much in this age. Depression is very common. Christy, you are very right. You're very right. No, as what my friend will always tell me, Uche, she will say, hi, Eunice, this generation is tough. It's actually tough, but you have to make up your mind to stay safe, healthy, and mentally stable in this tough generation. AGK Chinedu, AGK from Lagos. Hello, AGK. AGK has Lagos today. Okay, Peter Grace, Mrs. Ijoma, you are speaking to me directly. This is too personal for me. Please continue. Mrs. Ijoma, you are speaking to somebody directly. Yes, so let's go back to you, Mrs. Ijoma. Lack of health insurance. Hey, sometimes when I saw lack of health insurance as one of the causes of low life expectancy in Africa, what came to my mind? I was like, hi, God, how many Africans even have this in their mind? Like, in our day-to-day activities, do we even remember anything like health insurance? So, Mrs. Ijoma, I would like to hear from you. Lack of health insurance as one of the causes of low life expectancy in Africa.
Okay, so for health insurance is simply insurance that covers your medical expenses that can arise. That covers your medical expenses when illnesses arise at any point in time. So
yes,
it is actually common in developed countries more than in the developing countries like Africa, Nigeria. Africa is not a country. In developing countries like Nigeria, which is in sub-Saharan Africa. So most people are not aware of the importance of health insurance. But the things that help people over here in the developed countries is simply health insurance. And again, of course, it's not everybody that can afford health insurance that will cover up their medical expenses. So just like you said earlier on this part, I would say this is where the government really needs to do a lot of work. Yes, we have access to medical facilities, but we need to make sure that those facilities are up to date. That is, even medical insurance is the health insurance or medical insurance is like extra for anyone so that you can access services at your own time. But how about the one that we have in our countries? How about our general hospitals? How about all those you're laughing, Eunice? So, like, you walk into some of those hospitals, they're like death traps. Death trap already. The highest when you were even talking about the things that cause life expectancy, I was just laughing. And when you go and check from Statista.com or one of those statistical places online, if you do your research, you discover that some of the illnesses is just simple illnesses that we can even tackle on our own. That are the things that are malaria, my sister, malaria. So you have things like you have HIV, AIDS, you have all those diabetes and things like that. And then you have other issues that I don't want to delve into because I'm sure we have Mr. Innocent who is on the medical side to help us with that. But what I can say is that to lend my voice, our leaders that are in our different states, governments, local governments. I know where I was staying when I was back in Nigeria. I visited the general hospital there. I shook my head. I could not even believe. I went to visit some women there who were about to give birth. Another thing that is also causing our high, low expectancy rate in Africa is, I want to mention that so I don't forget my point, is a high mortality rate for women that are pregnant who are about to give birth. The conditions of the hospitals, the conditions that are them, it's not just palatable at all. You see some of the things that those women go through, labor room, the people that attend to them, the quality of service they receive, the bleeding and all the things that lead to mortality afterwards. I don't want to delve into those things. But please, one of the first things that we can do to ensure the health of an average Nigerians is to make sure that those places that we can access health care, generally, we look into those places, general hospitals, all those health centers. We have a lot of health centers in Nigeria and in Africa. Let's peep into those things and try and make it a little bit standard for the people to reduce the death rate and increase the life expectancy for Nigerians. But if you can, my dear fellow Africans, go and get medical insurance. Those things cover up a lot at the times when you need them. You tend to get services quicker and faster, and as much as whatever it is that you want at the time you want it, when those illnesses come, you're able to access help. It is so, so, so important. Thank you so much, everyone, for all the... Yes, somebody said healthcare in Nigeria is terrible. It is actually terrible. It is very terrible. It is very, very terrible. So please, our leaders, government people, I don't understand what leadership is when we are not influencing the people, when we're not influencing change, when our hospitals are in ruin, when mothers are dying because they are pregnant, when young people are not getting access to the right information. Oh my goodness. So but just to define health insurance so that I stay on track, it is simply insurance that covers medical expenses that can arise due to illness. That is not very common yet in our country and in Nigeria. Of course, there are good facilities in Lagos, in Lasut, but the fees, yes, they are so much. I understand. And an average person cannot afford it. I see some comments online. So yeah. So that's just what health insurance is about. But please, on your own, let me say that, because I don't like creating excuses. I believe that, like I said, we're in control of our lives as human beings. As you are as an individual, the little you can do, sleep well, eat good food, avoid fast food, avoid it with everything that is inside of you. As much as possible, cook your food, drink water. And let me please touch on this one. Be happy with people that are around you. Let me tell you, one of the secrets to living a long life, like I said, is spirit, soul, and body connection. It is your heart condition. People die because they are stressed, because they are angry. Anger is madness and is a disease. It can cripple you. Is a good emotion. Every emotion is okay. But what happens is what you do with that emotion. Yes, we don't have good healthcare system, but what can we do? You can sleep, you can drink water, you can eat your food that you cooked, you can maintain a sane mind. You can be grateful for every day that you get to see. And the beautiful part, you can smile. It doesn't cost a thing. You can smile. It reduces all the tension. Yes, Nigeria is tense. Africa is tense. Smile to your neighbor. Be kind to people. Be kind. Be generous. Do things for people. Think outside of yourself. That can make you. Somebody is asking, you want your wife to look like me when you marry? I saw the comment and I smiled to myself. And I will tell you the little secret. Please be kind to people and smile a lot. Smiling doesn't take a lot of muscles and nerves in the body, but frowning your face and being angry at all times takes a whole lot. My son was telling me how many muscles the other day. I couldn't believe it. But for smiling is about 1 or 2 muscles that you need just to smile.
Yes.
People that are listening to me now, take a moment and just smile. Yes, it has a way of reducing all the tension. It is so important. Your mind condition determines your health. One of the quickest ways to die is to constantly be angry and bitter. Angry and bitter. We don't have good health insurance, but we can have good self-insurance for ourselves in terms of how we handle us. I see that my aunt Eunice is itching to say something. Let me leave her for now because I have so much to say. I have so much to say for now. Please just
okay. We've discussed a lot. So already into an hour. We have so many comments. Let's see. Ebenezer Israel. Thank you so much, Mrs. Ijoma. I am grateful. Thank you so much, Mrs. Ijoma. I am also grateful. Thank you, Mark. Okay, Cyrus, you know, your first name is kind of difficult for me, so I'll just stick to Cyrus. Okay, Cyrus, to be honest, I think I'm one of those guys out there who's attracted to ladies with big things. Okay, I will change and stop adding pressure to our young ladies. Okay, Cyrus, please. Please, God knows why He created everybody the way He has created them. Stop putting women under pressure. Stop making our ladies go for surgery. So stop making them going to rub creams that could have adverse effects on their health, just trying to please men like you. Thank you so much for that change of mindset. Okay, Brenda Submissive. Wow, 2 kids, you look sweet 16, even though you don't know me. Oh, Mrs. Ijoma. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. Is there any other comment? Okay, Christy Daniel. Mrs. Ijoma, is it too late to look as young as you are? Mrs. Ijoma, do you think it's too late?
Okay, this is the question I'm waiting for. It is not too late. Like I said, I will keep repeating myself today. The little secrets are: be happy with yourself. And please, if you don't hear anything, every part of your body is okay. Wake up in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror. My head, the shape is fine. My eyes, I like it. My nose, I like exactly how it is. Like this. Even my ear, I like it. It's just so nice. My neck, every part of my body, I love it. It's just okay. And then you're grateful to the God that created you and say, God, I thank you for this, my body.
Yes.
I love it. And you tell yourself that today is going to be a good day. I'm not saying be unnecessarily positive. Whatever you see, people, you'll just be too happy. But maintain a positive mindset. Speak to yourself every day. I'm telling you what I'm doing that is helpful so that you can look as young as I'm looking, maybe. Although there are some things about Gene as well. Number 2, somebody say right now. Number 2, drink water. Number 3, sleep very well. Number 4, be nice to people. No, be nice to people. You see, anger and bitterness, they can cripple you. They can finish a human being in life. And for some of us that are angry at our parents, I plead with you today. You will not know that it might be one of the things that is really causing the problems that you're having in life, because you're angry with your parents, you're angry with your friends, you're angry with your neighbors, you're bitter about everything. May I announce to you today, you are in charge of your life. Nobody is responsible for the quality of your life. I repeat, nobody is responsible for the quality of your life. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Watch what you see, watch what you hear, watch what you entertain. Exercise. I don't know whether we're going to get to that. Move your body a little. If you can exercise, dance. Me, I love dancing. If you can't dance, lift your body, walk around, do something, move your body. Exercise improves your cognitive function. Exercising helps you to relax better when you're sleeping. Exercise, let me now tell you, improves your mood because your body gets to release some hormones. Your body gets to release oxytocin. Your body gets to release serotonin. Your body gets to release some of these happy hormones that helps you to feel all right. So my precious people that are listening to me today, exercise, sleep, be happy, think good thoughts, appreciate yourself. Nobody's better than you. There is nothing that you're missing out on social media. Wake up in the morning, tell yourself that every part of your body is okay. Nobody can shame me. And you are responsible for your life. Not your uncle, not your auntie, not your friend, not your sister, not anybody. You are responsible for your life. Imagine when you practice all these things. The final and ultimate one that I love so much. I like practical things. Wait for it. Let me tell you. Gratitude. Research has shown that practicing gratitude elongates your life. I repeat, go and check it. After now, go and check it. Research has shown that practicing gratitude elongates your life. So how do you do that? Every day before you sleep, write out 3 good things that you are grateful for. And there are lots of things to be grateful for. You can be grateful for every part of your body. You can be grateful for your friend. You can be grateful for your neighbor. You can be grateful that you have food to eat. Or you can even be grateful that you have water to drink. Some people don't have water. There is no condition that is better than the other. Yes. Gratitude helps to elongate our lives. And I want us, if you don't practice anything, water, sleep, gratitude. Write 3 good things. Research has shown that practicing 3 good things every day of your life improves your health and well-being. And when your health and well-being is improved, you discover that you live longer. Very, very important, my good friends. So please, I would like to stop here again. Let me be following our Auntie Eunice's command. So this is my little piece for you. If you want to, if you want to look good, this is from my own perspective.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You had it. Gratitude, sleep, water, and exercise. She said exercise. And exercise is actually lack of exercise. It's actually one of the causes of low life expectancy in Africa. There's so many comments to take, so many. But then there are a lot of people joining us now and who probably are not understand what we're talking about. You're just hearing gratitude, you're hearing water, you're hearing a lot of things. So let's see, there was a video that came up at the beginning of this discussion. Let's see it again so you understand that you have an overview of what we are discussing.
What is life expectancy in your country? If you do not know the answer to this question, then you should stick to this video to the end. Sadly, while going to the list of countries and their life expectancy, African countries seem to have taken a comfortable position at the end of the list, with Nigeria, Chad, Central Africa, and Lesotho ending the list. What makes this worse is that a lot of Africans do not even know about this and they don't care to know. Africans keep making the wrong choices with the mindset that small disease no dey kill African man. But how true is that? If it were so, why is life expectancy in this part of the world low? Just before we go on, what exactly is life expectancy? Life expectancy is the estimated age that is expected of a person from the time of birth. In 2019, the United Nations estimated the global life expectancy to be an average of 72.6 years. According to ourworlddata.org, out of 56 African countries, over 50 fall below the average life expectancy estimated by the United Nations. Okay, that's it. Continuously complaining about this problem can't help. Rather, let's talk about what the causes of low life expectancy are, what the effect of low life expectancy is, And how can we increase life expectancy in Africa? By giving correct answers to this question and putting into practice the things we learn, even in our third world country, we can still live longer. Join us in this discussion as we walk you through what you need to know about life expectancy in Africa.
Okay, so we're discussing low life expectancy in Africa. And if you are just joining us, a lot has been said. If you go through the comment section, you will know that a lot has been said, value has been added, and so many people have picked up a lot of things. So if you're joining us, probably after the end of this broadcast, you can always go back to this video. It's always going to be here on this channel. Go back and just, there's so much to learn. And there's so many comments after looking to. Let's see. Oh God, your name, Asaga or Asaya, I don't know. I apologize for that wrong pronunciation. Okay, I am Monday Isaac. I'll stay with that. I'm Monday Isaac, watching from Taraba State. You're welcome, Monday. How is Taraba State today? Okay, Asa Kennedy, hey, hello. Okay, thank you to all the speakers. You are teaching good. Okay, thank you, Asa Kennedy. Thank you. Okay. Peace Undudin Chidima Zoe from Lagos. Hey, hello, Zoe. If you notice that name, that's Undudim, and you actually check my surname, you understand that this person is related to me. So, hello, sister. How you doing and how is Lagos today? Okay, Ebony Eunice. Okay, hello, everyone. I'm watching from Imo State, Owerri. Hi, Eunice. I just like you already because I like your name. I just like your name. So, how you doing? Yo. Okay, great one, Chidi Favor. Cyrus. Mrs. Ijoma, I will make sure that my future wife watches this video so she can look very young like you. Oh God. Mrs. Ijoma, there's something going on in this comment section. Ebony Eunice, Mr. Innocent, David, how are you doing? Okay, Ebony Eunice, you are watching, you're here for Mr. Innocent. I have apologized before for his absence. He's actually having serious network glitch. And he has actually spoken once or twice. And I believe that whenever he can come in, he will join the discussion. I am also having network. Network is super bad here in Nigeria. Okay. Ebony Eunice, being in Nigeria alone is reducing our life expectancy. Jesus. Ebony, that is me. Okay. But then a lot has been said. Yes. See, this country is not easy. But then there's something you can actually put certain things in place for yourself and live longer, even in Nigeria. Okay, Ebony Eunice, hey, Ebony, okay. The military men are really becoming a threat to a lot of lives in Nigeria. Ebony, that is true. We talked about that when we were discussing social security. We are afraid of our own military men that we're actually supposed to protect our lives. We are now afraid of them. You're right, Ebony. And we really hope that our government can actually look into this matter. So much is going on in Africa, not just in Nigeria. Military men are threats in the whole of Africa. And we just hope that one day things actually get better. But whatever you need to do to stay healthy, avoid insulting military men. Some people, you will see them, you know that they're a threat. You will still be doing anyhow in front of them. Avoid insulting military men, please. Whatever you can do to stay alive, and not just alive, to stay alive and healthy, please do it. Okay, hi, Christy Daniel. Healthcare in Nigeria is terrible. I weep for my country. Oh God, Christy, I understand what you mean. I'm a Nigerian too, but what can we do? Okay, peace Undudim Chidima. There's good healthcare facility. Saw one in Lagos State last suit, but their fee are so much that an average earner cannot afford. This is true. I think Mrs. Ijoma said that even we have poor infrastructure, quite all right, and the ones that are good to an extent are so expensive. And this is where health insurance comes in. I understand that a lot of Africans, we've not even finished taking care of needs like feeding, education, all of that. Talk more of saving for health, but it is important. It is better because one illness can actually sweep you off your feet. You will be so surprised. So, no, as little as this is 1,000 naira, 500, 2,000. I'm talking in naira. I know people from other countries are watching, whatever equivalent it is in your country, you can just save up. Just open maybe a special account for it and save up everything. Not that we are expecting anything bad to happen, but it happens. Naturally, health insurance is not usually an account you just open, but you can use that as an alternative. Okay, so we are 1 hour 15 minutes already. Let's go. Mrs. Ijoma, you talked about exercising. And the truth is, a lot of Africans know that exercise is good, and so many of us are still not exercising. So maybe they want to hear that's actually one of the causes of low life expectancy in Africa before they start doing something about this. So, Mrs. Ijoma, the viewers already love you. So just go on. Low life expectancy in Africa, lack of exercise.
Okay, so like I said earlier on, if you're just joining, you're welcome. Happy to have you. I want to tell you why you should exercise first before I talk about exercise. Apart from the low life expectancy link, I just want to tell you that exercise helps you to control your weight. And when your weight is controlled, there are some diseases that your body will not be susceptible to go through. For example, heart issues are easily mitigated through exercise, because when you allow your body to move, you're trying to do, when you do aerobic exercises, or you do those exercises that get you to jump around, you're trying to increase and allow your heart to work hard. If you notice, what happens then is that your heart is pumping very fast. And if you check your heartbeat at those times, it goes way high. That is you exercising your heart. That is you protecting your cardiovascular system, the cardiovascular system of your body. That is you protecting yourself from future things that can affect the respiratory system of your body. So that said, exercise helps with all those kind of issues. Exercise helps you to control your weight. Exercise helps to improve your cognitive function, the way you reason. I said it earlier on. Exercise clears your head because of the hormones that are released. Your head just becomes clear. You can think clearly. You can behave rationally. You can talk to people nicely. You're calmer when you exercise. It helps to relieve anxiety. A lot of us are anxious these days. I mean, who wouldn't be? We are living in a pandemic. But do you know that one of the things that can help you go through this tough life already every day is exercise? Because it helps you to relieve anxiety. Why? Because of the same hormones that are released after you sweat. I'm not going to exercise that you just sit and just tell yourself you want to walk around and you're not sweating. It's not that type. You need to sweat. You need to do something that shows that you love your body. And like I said, it improves mood. It promotes better sleep. I want to tell you a story. I love stories because stories get to us easily and quickly. So at some point in my life, I started having back pain. This is my personal story, so it's so personal to me. I started having back pain. And all of a sudden, it started going towards my leg as well. It started giving me drawing pain. I went to hospital. I did x-rays and all of those things back then in Nigeria. And I was told they called it something arthritis. I don't even want to remember the name again. And I was going for physiotherapy. I had all sorts. I was giving painkillers as always, different levels. From one level, cataphan, cocodamol, all of them, tramadol, yes, because it's a painkiller as well. What is it called? What's this other one? Ibuprofen that is common to everybody. I was just taking them at different levels. So whenever I talk about health and well-being, it's something that is personal and I'm passionate about. So please listen. After going for physiotherapy for 6 months, nothing happened. I took those drugs, nothing really happened. Of course, no. To be fair, the physiotherapy sessions helped, but the drugs didn't help me either. And I'm not afraid of drugs. I'm not against it. But I decided to take those into my hands, and I decided to exercise. I started going out every early morning around where I live to walk around. And please don't tell me that where you stay is not safe. You can't be walking out early in the morning. Let me tell you something else to do. In this hotel, stay in your house. There's something called jumping jack. Just be jumping. You can jump for like 100 times, 100 jumping jacks. You have done exercise. Go and buy simple skipping rope. It's very cheap. Use it and skip in your house. Even if you cannot buy skipping rope, pretend with your hand that you are skipping. You are exercising. Start with 50, start with 100, start with where you are. The most important thing is to start with where you are. These things are so important. People are dying. There are young people that you just hear that they slept and did not wake up. And you want to wonder. And it might be because of stress and the conditions where they're living in. And you don't want that to happen to you. One of the things that we can do for ourselves is to exercise our bodies and move our bodies. So back to my story. I told you I love to tell stories. When I started exercising and doing my steps every day, counting my steps and everything, it started helping to support my back. And before you know it, I stopped taking medicine. Until today, I still have little issues with the back, but it's not as much as it was back then. And I'm not taking drugs anymore. I am just simply exercising, changing my diet, smiling to people, being happy, not carrying grudges in my heart. Let me tell you, I said it that I am a Christian. Let me say this. There is a portion in the Bible that I want to say to us. A merry heart doeth good like medicine. I don't know if you've seen it before. That shows you that if somebody who is cheerful, that cheerful spirit is therapeutic like the way medicine is to diseases in the body. Don't take it lightly. Smile often, be cheerful. And then the Bible also says that bitterness is like rottenness in the bones. You see why I'm emphasizing on this thing? Bitterness is like rottenness in the bones. One of the things that are really disturbing us is our emotional state. And I have told you that exercise can help your emotional state. But one other thing that you can do to yourself that will help that emotional state, is to get away from bitterness. Love people, no matter what they have done to you. Love people. Take those pressure away from you. Relax. Breathe. Exercise, I repeat, controls your weight, helps improve your mood, improves your cognitive function, promotes better sleep, helps with bone issues and arthritis, supports arthritis, relieves anxiety, and just generally makes you a happy, healthy person. So I will always be an advocate for exercising. Please. And there are different things that you can do. Skipping rope. If you don't have skipping rope, skip with your hand like this. Do like you're skipping.
Yes.
Yes, in your room. Kennedy was one of the people that Kennedy invited me here, and I want to shout out to Kennedy Asa for inviting me. He knows that I would have said no, but I just said it's Kennedy. So let me just say it. But he knows that I dance a lot. Dancing is one of the things I love. And you can dance, my friend. So if you don't know how to exercise, you don't have money to pay all those people, you don't want to go to the gym because our excuses is gym. You don't have to go to the gym, my friend. Go to your sitting room, put on music, dance freestyle. What is going to beat you? Dance to the point that you are sweating. What your body is doing. Your body, you're improving the metabolism of your body. You're removing all the toxins, and you are getting yourself to release the good hormones. And what you notice is that you feel better. So please, henceforth, exercise is one of the things that is reducing our lifespan in Africa. We don't take it seriously. I know that we work hard, walk around, do a lot of things. We're stressed out. But from today, let's help ourselves and exercise one moment at a time. Start with 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and that's it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Ma. There's a great difference between exercising and getting stressed out. I like the fact that she said that. So, in as much as we are working and doing a lot of things, there's a difference between getting exercising and getting stressed out. I'd like to bring this broadcast on end as soon as possible. I know there's still a lot to be said. I'd like to take more comments because there's so much going on in that comment section. So let's see more comments. Okay, Uche Blessed, does anything insurance even exist in Nigeria? Thanks for this type of sensitization. Oh my goodness. Yes, there are so many types of insurance that exist in Africa. In Nigeria, I know of Leadway Insurance. I know of that insurance company, and I know that there's so many more. So you can always surf the net and check out. There are so many insurance companies that you can make use of. We don't come by this type of information often. Yes, Uche Blessed. Yes, and that's why we must value this one and practice them. Lest I forget, if you're watching this video and you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please, I believe that there's nothing more you're waiting for. This channel has a lot of value. There's so many videos on it already where you can watch and learn a lot. So please hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification icon. And the reason is immediately new videos are uploaded, you'll be the first to get notified. So please do well to subscribe. And of course, health is everyone's concern. Show love to your friends and family by sharing the videos on this channel. You can start from sharing this live broadcast now. A lot has been said, so share the videos on this channel and get this information to as many people as possible. So I have Juliana Samuel. The healthcare system alone in Nigeria can get someone depressed. Juliana, that's true. I can relate. That's very true. And that's why we must do as much as possible to stay healthy on our end. So much has been said. You can always go back to this video. Me, I'm smiling now. Cyrus, keep smiling. That's beautiful. Okay. Mbasi Chibuzo. Mommy, you are doing well. Oh. Good vibes. Hey, Miss Ijoma. They love you. Juliana Samuel. I remembered my experience in the hospital a month ago. A woman couldn't afford the bill for surgery for her husband. He passed away after admission. This sensitization is vital. Yes, look, whenever you want to misbehave, you want to just do something wrong, you know that can affect your health. Remember that you are in Africa. Whenever you want to do something bad, you know it can affect you. Just remember, hey, I'm in Africa. Oh, healthcare is not bad. So many things are not in place. I can't afford to put my life in danger to this extent. Okay, is there more? Oh God. Okay. Christy Daniel. I want to watch Mrs. Ijoma again. Oh God, Mrs. Ijoma. They want to watch you again. I would even love to have you again. Okay, and I hope you grant our request to have you again. Okay, ma. The way you're smiling like you get back to me. I believe you get back to me, ma. Okay, Christy Daniel, thank you very much. The broadcast is just wow. All the speakers are exceptional. Thank you very much. Thank you, Christy Daniel. Thank you. And I apologize for our third speaker who is not here. I hope that we can always come back to this amazing session. Please don't take it down. I won't take it down. You can always come back to it and you can share this to as many people as possible to also tune in. Okay? Or will there be another session like this? Hey, sustain is here to stay. So after this sustain, there will be another sustain, and by the grace of God, we'll keep moving forward. Okay, Christy Daniel, I agree with you as Uche Blessed. This type of event is not supposed to be a one of events. When is the next session? Okay, I cannot give an exact date for when the next session will be, but the truth is another sustain will still come up. I give you my word on that. Okay, Mrs. Ijoma, the viewers love you. Oh my goodness. Okay, Miss Ijoma, is there any other thing you would like to say? Because I know there's so much you still like to say before we wrap this off.
No, I really don't want to say so much again. I just want us to follow the way we have gone today. And I'm so happy to be here. I want to say thank you to you, Eunice. Thank you for what you're doing. I want to say thank you to the viewers that have been here with us and those that will get to watch this afterwards as well. I also want to say thank you to Kennedy for inviting me again. But I want to leave you with one thing. You are in charge of your health. Nobody's in charge of your health, your spirit, soul, and body. You are in charge. Yes, Africa life expectancy might be lower than what we have in the world generally, but they are not the ones that will take you to go and eat that mama put that is not well prepared, that is loaded with calories. They are not the ones that will tell you not to drink water. It is not the low life expectancy that will tell you not to sleep when you need to sleep. And let me use our Nigerian language. Problem no they finish. Problem no they finish. So please don't allow it to overwhelm you. Wake up in the morning, think good thoughts. Let me read. I don't know if you can see what is behind my back. That's to tell you, as in on my wall. It says, wake up every morning with the thought that something wonderful is going to happen. Energy is transferable. Wake up every morning with the thought that something wonderful is going to happen. Your thoughts are powerful. What you inject into your mind is powerful. What you inject into your spirit is powerful. As a spiritual person, what you inject into your body is very powerful as well. These three get things. Let's be careful. Let's love on people. Social isolation is real. I know we didn't talk about it. Social isolation is real. Don't get yourself being alone. As much as possible, have somebody you can speak to, please. Now, whatever it is that you're going through, as much as possible, have someone that you can speak to. Please don't die alone. Don't handle it alone. We are all here together to solve each other's problems as much as we can. Reach out when you can reach out, please. Smile as much as you can. Be happy intentionally. Be happy intentionally. Please, every day wake up and tell yourself good things about yourself. You are made to be more than who you are. Your health is insured. Everything is all right, regardless of what you're going through. And if you're going through anything, I don't know why I'm speaking this way. If you're feeling so down and you don't know what to do, you're feeling helpless, and you're wondering, these people are just smiling here. They don't even know what I'm going through in my mind. I want to reassure you that within you, you have the power to step away from the thoughts that you're having now. I call them automatic negative thoughts. They're like ants, ants, automatic negative thoughts. Just tell yourself, how can I step away from this thought right now? Practice three good things. Look around you, find things to be grateful for. Plants, flowers, water, be grateful for them. Intentionally start practicing three good things. Drink water. I want to, because I like to show you that what I'm telling you is what I do. This is my IJ's jar. It's called IJ's gratitude jar. So I write three good things that have happened to me every day, and I write it in a paper and I put it there. And let me tell you, every day is not always good, but I intentionally look out for good things. When you intentionally look out for positive things happening around you, your mindset will change. Your outlook will change. You will become energized. You become empowered. You become like, I'm ready to take on the world. If you're angry about anyone and bitter, forgive the person today, because bitterness and anger makes you stressed. And I'm not joking with you. It has been medically proven, like psychologically through research. Your bones are tightened. You're always fixed like this. Imagine being like this all the time when you're talking to people. When somebody is talking to you, that's like this. No, I know Nigeria is hard. We can't survive like that. Try to calm down. When you are tensed, breathe. When you're tensed, breathe. Yes, you can talk to me. Have someone to talk to. Yes, somebody said very important. Have someone to talk to. Depression is real. I have some people that are on my regular calls. Like they reach out to me and we talk about what they're going through and their thoughts. Because let me tell you, we are thinking human beings. I said it earlier, for anyone that will hear, one of your most powerful resources is your thought process. And please, if there is also a place you need to protect, it is your mind. If you can protect your mind, you're good to go. Social media is social media. There is no fear of anything. You're not missing out anything. If you didn't anything today, you're not missing out. The people that are posting and posing like this, and they're taking one picture and they smile like, and they put it out there like, oh, their life is so correct. Your own life is also correct. Go and post your own. If you're not happy, go and post your own. Snap and post. However you want.
Yes.
Be all right. Snap and post. Don't look at another person and believe that everything is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you, my friend. Read good books. Sing good songs. Think good thoughts. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you. You've been of great value today. And I sincerely, from the deepest part of my heart, I appreciate. Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you. Thank you, Ma. Yes, this is Africa. This is Africa. And so much is going on in Africa. But even in this third world continent, you can still live a longer life. Not just a longer life, but a longer and a healthier life. These two are very important. You can still live a longer and a healthier life. Try to practice the things we've learned. While discussing the causes of low life expectancy, I think we've dwelt more on the solutions, because we picked the causes and the solutions as well. You've heard it all. Drink water, be happy. and take it easy on yourself. Remember, whenever you want to do something wrong, keep it in your mind. Remember that you are in Africa. Whenever I want to make that bad decision, want to take that bad step, you know yourself. Remember that you are in Africa, and a lot of things are going on wrong, and you don't want to contribute. Okay, peace unto Dim Chidima. 75% of stuff about people on social media is a mirage. Yes, that's so true. People only show you what they want you to see. So you can as well do the same. Show them what you want them to see. And go on with your life. Please, please don't slide into depression because of what somebody is doing on social media. In as much as you try to improve your life, but remember, you are worth it and you have a valuable life. Okay? Are there more comments? Are there more comments? Because I'd like to bring this broadcast to an end. Okay? Okay. Not that off. Okay. Okay. So if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please, like I've said before, there's nothing you're waiting for. Hit that subscribe button, turn the bell notification icon. Maybe new videos are uploaded, you'll be the first to get notified. Aside from these sustained videos, there are more videos. Like after this, many more videos will come up. You see the whole slide you're seeing, these are the things we're supposed to continue discussing about. But this broadcast has stayed for over 1 hour 30 minutes, and it's actually time to bring it to an end. I believe this program has added value to you. I believe it has been beneficial to you. Whatever you can do to live a longer and healthier life in Africa, please kindly do it. Kindly do it. And there's also something, when I tell people, okay, I have a health YouTube channel, they're like, it's health. I don't care. You don't have to wait until you're sick to value health tips. So please take charge of your health now that you are healthy. Take charge of your health now that you are healthy. I'd like to bring this broadcast to an end. Thank you for watching so far. Thank you for creating time to be here. Mrs. Ijoma, thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy that the audience actually loved you. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma.
Well done.
Okay. So we can bring this to an end. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.